Mr. Wilson.
I think you'll have time for that in the closing statements. Mayor, please describe your plan for a nickel plate trail terminus in Rochester and tell us what you as mayor have done so far to bring it to fruition.
Can you repeat that question, please?
Please describe your plan for a nickel plate trail terminus in Rochester and tell us what you as mayor have done to bring it into fruition.
I've worked closely with Terry Lee with Fedco, and what we've done with the city to try to get it in here from Mitchell Drive, which is 18th Street on the East 18th Street, that we want to bring it in from 18th Street on in past the old Hart Shafter Marks building all the way to 9th Street. I believe Morris Excavating has already done the removal of the tracks from East 18th Street to the Wabash Road where it stopped. So Terry Lee and I've helped him. I've written letters every time he needs something. I work with Terry. Terry's been the lead guy in it. I will not say he's not, but whenever he needs my assistance, I'm more than happy and willing to do it. And I write any letter he needs with the grant money. And so therefore, I think it's going to be a big asset to the city. Also to bring the people in here. We're looking at putting painted lines on the streets. Once the track gets here, we're going to take millings from the asphalt streets that we keep in the city instead of sending them back to the E&B does our paving, and we keep those because we reuse those. And it really makes a good base, just like a street. We grade it out. We're going to put a parking lot there right across from Wilson's on East 9th Street to house these cars for people to come in there or to start there. And then we're going to also incorporate that around Wilson's on, is that Franklin Street there, I believe? We're going to tie that around and paint the streets and tie it right into the walking path now that Mayor Fansler did when he was here. And it was a great idea. Mayor Fansler had to have this park, and I think it's really going to be beneficial to the city of Rochester to bring that nickel plate into the town. And you take the little city of Denver, Indiana, they have people coming through all the time before their restaurant tavern burnt down, and I think they're going to plan on putting that back up. But they also have a bicycle trail and a book there to sign up when anybody came here. So I'm looking forward to it.
Mr. Rowe, 1 minute rebuttal.
I'm absolutely for it. Nothing more to be said. Let's do it.
Okay. Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Rowe, what do you propose to do about the growing number of empty storefronts downtown?
Tell them. The job of the mayor is simple a job. Like I said earlier, he's the cheerleader. He's the person that needs to promote Rochester as a clean, safe community. Every day people drive through this community, drive down our streets, and they look and see what it is, what this town's about. What you'll find in the community is a lot of dilapidated homes, sidewalks that are not repaired. City Park is absolutely a disaster. I was out there the other day walking around the softball diamond. The bleachers are all broke. We used to have quite a tournament here in town. Softball was a big thing in Rochester, Indiana when we were in our heyday, but we have not maintained anything. I think that build it, they'll come. They'll actually clean this little community up, let the people see that we believe in friendship and pride because that's what we are. It's a very simple, in my mind, it's very simple. Let's clean it up. Let's get them here.
Mayor Smiley, 1 minute rebuttal.
Yes, I believe that we did something that we haven't done here for years. Terry Lee and I worked together. Terry is a Fedco economic developer, or not developer, but he's the executive of Fulton County Economic Development Company. We landed the Indiana Housing and Okra Office of Community Rural Affairs, and NDOT had a program they started last year through Lieutenant Governor Becky Skillman to have a stellar community. 42 cities applied for that, and we were down to 12. And we had our hopes up. We've been doing something, working together. It was great, and we got to keep on going doing that. The other thing that I have a 5-year plan too. We got to start having 5 safe routes to school. We need to put sidewalks in here. We need to also get our city sidewalks ADA compliance, American Disability Act, at every intersection. We need to start filling them up with the help of Terry Lee, Fedco. That's why we have a Fulton Economic Development Executive to work in that department.